because I feel like some of the information you do learn at school is sort of pointless. I mean, there is a lot of information that is essential.
I would never imagine myself in front of the camera talking, and I struggle even talking to strangers before.
Creative technology and Yasin as well, because like you said, I've actually, my friends and I, we were all in the same class and we just like, we'd have so much fun.
Sure to everyone, welcome to today's Voice of Autohard podcast. Today we're doing a team talk. I'm your host, Anch, and I'm here with
Sahar.
and
Anushka.
And today we are all going to be talking about education. So I know it's a massive topic, and just I guess everything around our different experiences in education, what we see education being like in the future, and everything about it. So, to you, Sahar, first, what would you describe your education in one word?
Oh. One word. I would say I would need time to think about like how we'll describe it in one word.
Do you have any ideas?
Easy a bit.
Easy.
Yeah.
That's good.
A long journey. That's 2 words. But like
a long journey?
Yes.
A long journey.
Yeah, for me it's a very long journey.
So Sahar, what have you studied? Like, what's your whole process?
I studied in Syria,
Mhm.
my school, my college, all of it. And then I studied as well 2 years of electronic engineering. And then I moved to Lebanon and I studied for another 2 years business management. And then I moved to New Zealand. I studied 1 year and a half chemistry and biotechnology. And then I changed major to information system and accounting. And now I'm doing accounting and information system. Yeah.
Oh my
So
God.
that's
almost what, half of 4 degrees?
Yes. Yeah, actually.
What has been your favorite, I guess, university degree that you've done so far, and why?
My favorite is I was enjoying electronic engineering in Syria actually, but the most thing that I really love to study more it was chemistry and biotechnology. I love that 2 topics. It's really interesting to study them, and it's just makes me feel like enjoying the study. Yeah, very nice. Yeah.
I mean, I'm just like completely in awe. I didn't even realize that you studied this much. Would you say that like the skills that you were learning in one degree, because I know it's so varied. You went from engineering to business to chemistry, now to information technology. Do you say that you're learning completely different things in each degree, or would they at all like?
They have things in common. Like for example, I really love math and solving, equations, and like chemistry, has the similar things when you do like this equations and as math as well. So engineering, electronic has lots of things similar but like different, areas. Business and information system are also like have related things, because information system is about like how to use data for business and how to analyze the data for businesses and how to code and how to lots of business in it as well. So I had like nice base to like I find like information system easy. Like I had these topics before. I can easily like understand what they want from us, like in the business side. Yeah.
And moving to you, Anushka, you've heard Sahar do so many a range of degrees. Do you know what you want to do in university?
No.
No. Okay.
That's fair.
That's fair. I mean, you have time, as you can see, and you can experience everything. And going back to what you said about your education experience, what made it easy?
I feel like for like myself, right, I've had a lot of support from my parents and my sister. So my older sister, she like has had experience with what I'm going through right now, so I can just ask her for like advice on anything, and like she's there to help me. obviously that's not the case for like everyone, but I'm just grateful that I have like a support system there for me.
Nice, that's cool.
That is awesome. So you'd say that you ask her, what do you need her most on? Like, where are you getting supported the most?
History, like for my,
History.
yeah. Yeah.
Right. So she's just like questions that you don't know the answers to, you're
Mm,
going to her.
yeah, pretty
That's-
much.
That's
I
fair.
love that. I feel like it's always different when there's someone getting that information from
Mhm.
rather than just asking,
Google.
Google and AI.
Mm.
It just like it feels different. You feel like more connected with this idea and this information. Like,
Because
that's really great.
I feel like when you ask Google, it gives you the answer, but you don't understand how you get to the answer.
Mm.
Whereas when you talk to people and they give you like advice or they teach you the process,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like the process is really important.
Yes. Yeah.
Um,
I just want to flip this question to you, Ansh.
mhm.
How about you?
What do I guess?
How do you describe the education for you?
Oh, how would I describe? I would say education for me was an opportunity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's
I think I definitely the basics, like I got the opportunity to like gain education, so like learn how to read, learn how to write, as well as like learn science, learn math, learn business, learn all the subjects, all the readings and everything. But I also had the opportunity to like connect with my friends, make friends, meet new people, and build also the social skills. And throughout my school experience, I've also had like opportunities to participate in like extracurriculars, sports, volunteering and stuff like that. And I feel like that's what New Zealand's good at, is really like building a really strong base and foundation, and being able to pursue opportunities. And those are always out there if you're ready to like
Yeah,
reach
that's
for
true.
them.
Yeah, good.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're using this and opportunities whenever it's available, just like go for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which topic is your favorite, or what subject is your favorite?
I would say my favorite subject. Okay, there's two favorite subjects. One I would say is business,
Okay.
because that's like what I want to study. I loved working with a group, innovation, actually like creating something tangible, and just like everything that comes with that collaboration, working with people, pitching, and I feel like that was a subject where I could actually learn knowledge that wasn't just like memorized. I understood the process. There were no like tests where it was just try to memorize these things. It was all process based. But I'd say my other favorite subject of all time would be year 10 physical education, right? PE. And I think like the only thing we did there was play team games.
Oh, yes.
And I was like with all my friends, and we played like physically demanding games. Like you were like, you have to find a way for nobody touched a string, but you all have to get over it. And I think that really just built like a sense of community.
Oh, yes, yes.
And getting like, even if we didn't talk, like me and those people, we all bonded over this one thing. And I think that sense of unity, like I still remember it to this day. So those are my
Yeah, actually, that's
favorite
the
subjects.
important part. How we picked our favorite, right? It's just like through connection, and like good memories will make us like we love this subject because we have good memories with it, right?
Yeah.
Do you, Anishka, do you remember any like nice like or positive or happy moment that makes you choose your favorite subject? That's what I asked.
I feel like for me it was probably creative technology in year 10 as well, because like you said, my friends and we were all in the same class, and we just like we'd have so much fun, and I hated that subject at the time because it was just pretty boring, but my friends made it fun, and yeah.
That's fun. Yeah, that's good.
What about you, Sahar? What was your favorite subject?
Actually, I just feel like since I was like in college, like, I have two friends who will like always ask me to help them with math, and I felt so proud that they're asking me for. I just like, okay, I'll help you. I'll explain to you, and I used to like feel like I'm so proud that I'm acting this role as a teacher and teaching them how to do it. And I was like, okay, I feel like grown now. I feel like I have responsibility for them to understand things, and I really enjoyed it. And I think that's why I feel like this is my favorite topic. Like, I was really good at math and chemistry, so that
Yeah.
they were my favorite actually.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like when you teach, it's a lot more fun than actually learning.
Yes.
And especially like with your friends, teaching your friends, it's like, I don't know, it feels more fun.
Yes,
right?
it does. Yeah. Especially if they because we have like very like we're really friends, and there's no like limits. I
Yeah.
mean, I can say whatever I want if
Yeah.
they.
Yeah.
And it's like really like makes you like I was myself when I was teaching them.
Mhm.
It's just like I'm not scared of you getting mad or something.
Yeah.
Like I was just, and they know this is for our benefit. So, and I was also like teaching them, but I also understand more things.
Yeah.
And like make it really in a good strong base for my learning, so it was good.
What's everyone's like least favorite subject and why?
I have a very least I hated this when I was back in Syria in high school and all all school period there. We had one subject that related to the government and how we should appreciate the government, how we should say, it's just like what we study in this subject is really unreal. It's all about how the government want their picture to looks like, but in reality, there is nothing related to this subject. It's just in our mind and in this book.
Yeah.
And they were like testing us, like doing exams for us on this. It called in Arabic. It's called قومية. It's something like politics, but it's not really politic because we can't talk about politics in Syria. It's just like the very how we should be proud of our president, how they are very supportive, and yeah.
So it's like
It's
like
just like-
propaganda where you like idolize your. They're just teaching you how to idolize your leader, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's very interesting because I've never experienced
Mhm.
anything like that. Like we. Yeah.
I never translate like what we learn in this subject to English,
Mhm.
and I have no idea how to do. But I'll search it more, and maybe I'll bring that back to other team talks. But yeah, it's really interesting to.
Mm.
That's why I hate it, because I feel like it's not related to the reality.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was my list. And also I hate geography.
Yeah.
I don't understand geography. Yeah, I don't like directions and maps and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
A
don't
quick
know.
question on that, because in New Zealand we have this thing where we remember north, east, south,
Mhm.
west with
Yeah.
never eat soggy,
Soggy
wheat
Weet-Bix.
Bix. What is your version of that? How do you remember what north, east, south, west is? Do you have an acronym or do you just remember?
I don't. I just feel like right, left, up,
Okay.
down. That's how I.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. No, fair.
Yes,
That's
yeah.
just something very unique to New
It's just
Zealand.
maybe it's not that same thing, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't use them a lot.
Thinking back to my least favorite subject, like I liked all of my subjects. I got lots of freedom to pick. Initially, I would say it was English because I just like couldn't write a good essay, and I was like so confused as to why I couldn't write a good essay. I always tried, but yeah. But I think overall it probably would be chemistry.
Oh.
Yeah, a bit different from you. But I think the
Okay.
reason I didn't like chemistry was especially organic chemistry. It was
Okay.
all memorizing. Memorizing names, memorizing tables, memorizing how things go together and turn into a different like 3-letter word. And when I was like, I feel like the way my brain works, like I need to understand process, not rather rather than just like this is this.
Mhm.
And like that's why I don't think I did well in chemistry, or I didn't really like it.
It's really complicated.
Yeah, it's very complicated. But something else like math, like calculus, I felt like it was more logical.
Yeah.
And it's like I understood these are the reasons you take these steps. And there's like each like step is like explanatory and logical. Whereas I just felt like I couldn't understand that logic in chemistry, and that's probably why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, chemistry is like very complicated because like as you said, you can just memorize those, but if you want to go deep and say why this is like this, like why this number like related to that, and it has a very long story to know, like, and yeah, but you don't need to know all that. You just, if you memorize it, that's it. It will help you with your like completing the study. But yes, it has like too many routes to dive to. Yeah. How about you, Anishka?
My least favorite subject is probably science. Like
Nice.
everything like
Uh-huh.
within science, I just hate it. I don't understand it, so
Yeah.
just don't like it.
Yeah, that's very.
That's fair. That's fair. So question for both of you. Okay. Who has been your like think back to who's been your favorite teacher and what made them different to all the rest of the teachers? Anyone have an answer?
For my teacher, my favorite teacher, she was like really honest with me and like my work. And I think that's very important because I wanted to do well in this specific subject, and I just needed like a teacher that was honest with me so I could do well. But, yeah.
Did you feel like being called out for when you were like lacking
Yeah.
that made you work harder towards it?
Yes,
Um,
definitely.
Yeah, and like she called you out on the like specific parts that you were lacking. You could focus more on them.
She didn't sugarcoat anything, which was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
That's fair, yeah. My favorite teacher, she was, she teach chemistry, and she was really patient with me. Especially when I started, I just feel like English wasn't very good. Still, like I'm still improving my English, but she was very patient because she know that English is my second language, and I had no like strong base on chemistry before. So she started with me very patiently, like, and then she offered me to go to her office whenever I have questions or I struggle. Yeah, and she's always she always supports me, and I still remember her. Her name is Courtney. Yeah, she's very nice. Yeah, that's my favorite. Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah, how about you?
My favorite teacher, I'd probably say it was my business teacher. And the reason is obviously because I love the subject. And I just I feel like I associated that happiness with also him. But also he supported me in everything that I wanted to do. Outside of school, right? He was always pushing me to, obviously I was trying to do well in the subject at school, but he wanted to explore like other avenues outside of school. Like what can you take this stuff that you're learning in the classroom and like translate it into real activities and real skills.
Wow.
And I think pushing me and supporting me on that was really like what
Yeah.
made him a great teacher.
I agree.
So yeah, I'd say that he was my
I think
favorite teacher.
that's a very good point. Like, it's like always to relate things to after study, what we will do, right? In real life, how that will benefit us. It's really important. That's good.
Okay.
Yeah. I had a question here about looks like the education looks completely different. No classes, no exams, just AI powered learning bots, and you just download episodes and you watch them. It's like Netflix, and then yeah. What you would love about it and what would you hate about this system if that's what happened?
So you just have all the information like electronically and just I feel like I can what I would hate like immediately is like isolation. I feel like you would
Yes.
lose all sort of contact. Um, it wouldn't feel human at all. Because I know, like in school, it feels a little bit more robotic, but when you move to university, a lot of the lecturers use real life examples. They use their own stories, right? Especially in business. A lot of them have like professional experience, so they talk about their own stories and they make it more human. And losing all of that connection, I feel like would be a negative impact to my learning, as well as like I feel like then everybody would just study at home or study by themselves. There would be no reason for lecture halls or anything. No reason anybody really communicates with each other.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would be incredibly isolating. So I think that's a clear negative opinion.
I agree, actually. Yeah. How about you?
I'd hate like the feeling of not being able to work hard because all the information is already like given. So kind of like I don't know how to explain it, but it's just the feeling of not being able to like work hard for what you've like earned or like learned. Then yeah, I think I'd hate that, like just not being able to feel that. But yeah.
Yeah, I think the same for me. Like I agree with both of you. It's really hard. Like how we like I can't when I imagine this I can't do it. I don't want to take it. No. It's just like an unhuman thing to do. It's just like stay at home in the room. You don't need to leave your bed. Just like stay and just listen to those lectures and that's it. Even there is no exam. There is no challenge to there is no push or. You feel good when you like feel like you achieved something, but that's even this feeling will just be gone.
Yeah. I think that challenge part is really important, because I feel like some of the information you do learn at school is sort of pointless. I mean, there is a lot of information that is essential, but there is some things that you might not use in the real world. But that challenge is what's essential to push you to do complex things, things that you are scared about learning, things you don't feel like you can learn, and you're like, I don't know this, and that feeling of, like, I don't know, imminent failure as well. You're like, I'm so scared about this test. It's a human sort of feeling, and I feel like as we've moved from being like cavemen, where we're just like being chased by lions and stuff, to this modern society, there needs to be something that pushes us further. And I feel like the education system and that sort of challenge has become a way of helping us like build resilience, which is incredibly important. Based on resilience, like moving like far away from this topic, would you say, is there anything out of school where you've built resilience?
Out of school.
Like, would you say like a sports game or something? For you, Anushka, anything?
I'm still in school. But
Still in school?
Yeah. I'm not too sure though.
No, not fair.
I feel I had this in Voice for Roha. It's really good. Like for me, the experience really changed me, right? I would never imagine myself in front of the camera talking, and I struggle even talking to strangers before, but now I just feel like I just feel like it's so different, and all the experience was like new experience and new skills to learn, and also communication skills as well, listening to others, to other points and other people expects, and just take it as it is and not changing it, or make it up, or I don't know, like just like take it as it is and not making it something else. I just feel it's a lot of things that I've been learning here, and it really makes me very flexible as well. That's what I want to say.
Adaptability is key, and being able to put yourself out of your comfort zone
exactly, yes,
is essential.
Okay, I have a question in mind. I just want to ask. If you were the Minister of Education for a day, what is the first rule you would change?
I'd give like all students a 3-day weekend. So like Saturday, Sunday, and Monday days off. Because I just feel like if you get like a longer break, you'll be able to recharge and like I don't know, like learn a bit more better with a fresh mind. Yeah.
Do you feel like the hours of the day of like the school and the day for one day, like, the hours are so long and very.
I feel like the hours are all right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So let's say there's a 3-day weekend. Would you say we increase how long every school day is, the other 4 days?
No.
No? Same
No.
time?
Yeah.
Do you feel like we're gonna, like, how are students gonna learn the things that they're missing out on learning?
Oh,
Are they
that's
making-
true.
No, but like,
Oh,
do you think they could?
I feel like probably not. So, I mean, it'd be logical to actually increase hours. That makes more sense now. But yeah, probably increase it to like 2 hours a day if that were to actually take place. But yeah.
I also do believe that the amount of work we do is based on the time frame we have.
Mhm.
So if we have 8 hours to do a task, we'll do it in 8 hours.
Mhm.
But if we have 2 hours to do a task, we'll do it in 2 hours.
Yes.
And I feel like that's very true. Do you think by removing this day and telling everyone that we have like 50 days less of school, do you think in our New Zealand sort of education system, it's possible to cram everything together? Because I do know there's a lot of like free time sort of like messing around at school. Do you think people would be willing to, I guess, lock in more during the school days to get that 3-day weekend?
I feel like it depends if you work well under pressure.
Mhm.
So, probably, but it's different for everyone as well.
Yeah, I just while you guys talking about this, I was just like, from a mom aspect, like it's different. It's like I would be looking for a daycare for my kid like one day extra.
Yeah.
So because I'm just waiting for him to go to school so I can do like work for full time, and then if that changed, I will just be like working for 4 days a week, not 5 days, but yeah, like it's just like how everything is connected, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So you're just coming out of school recently, and now you're sending your son to school.
Yes.
What is that like experience like putting a kid in school? What are the factors that you're sort of looking at schools to decide which one's best?
Actually, I'm really excited for him to start. He didn't start yet. He's just 2.5 years.
Mhm.
So he just got daycare now.
Mhm.
But I just feel I want to experience, because New Zealand system is really cool. Like the school system is like they do lots of like things, and sometimes they include the parents, and the parents should go and watch their kid and do like see how he's doing or she. Yeah, I'm excited to be like in this position and go to take him to school, come back, and yeah, watch him playing maybe, or I would just want to see how he's experienced this, because I haven't experienced that, so I'm very excited for this actually. Yeah.
No, it's been awesome like hearing everything. Pretty random episode, but I feel like I learned a lot just in general, and a lot about you as well. So thank you so much, Sahar and Anushka, and thank you to everyone that's been watching. That's been us, and we'll see you later. Thank you.